What's up, everybody? Don't beat your children or they'll turn out like me. That's my poems, my jokes, and my ghetto philosophy. Corner stores in the middle of the block. My poems, my jokes, and my ghetto philosophy. People always think about me selling my books. I got a new one that'll be out soon. I got Agitation Gets the Dirt Out. But I got another one that'll be out soon called Lying is More Provocative Than Hate. Yeah, and I just talk about like jokes and poems again, like always. But people always talk about me selling my books. And I don't make a lot of money doing this. But I do because I love it and I get to tell my side of the story. Because remember, whenever you talk to the media, they always get the last word. The media always get the last word. The media took my words and twisted them when I got arrested. They lied on me. They twisted my words around. But the media, whenever you talk to the media, they always get the last word. That's why Prince never used to talk to the media. But like I was saying, you know, there's no black people don't have many media outlets. All I know is Dons and Diva and the Amsterdam News. That's all I know. We used to have the Jet magazine and the Ebony magazine. You gotta have a media outlet because people believe that things that they read and see in the paper. And a lot of times they say negative stuff about black people. They always throwing shade on black people. That's their agenda. People don't get it. That's the way they move. And they always gonna say negative stuff. If they don't say outright negative shit, it's gonna throw some shade. The whole concept of calling black people black is a negative connotation. Because they made black a negative thing. When I say they, I mean like the media outlets and the rich and the powerful that control the ins and outs of this world. But I'm all over the place. But what I was trying to say is like, black people need to start controlling and owning our own media outlets so you can say positive things about black people. You got like the first 48, but you got to show like the first 48, but you don't have nothing to counter the first 48. All the first 48 do is show you how bad shit is in Atlanta, Cleveland, and Dallas. And they show you the shit black people go through, but they show it in the negative light. But there's no show to show you the positive things black people are doing in America. You know what I'm saying? So people always believe and see what they see and hear on the news. They think the news is their mother, they think the radio is their father, and they think the newspaper is their grandparents. And when people read that shit, they believe it. The first thing in the morning is they read the paper, and they seeing something negative. You know, and that's why the daily news and papers like that don't require a lot of reading. That's why the pictures are so big. And people believe that. All they got is they start off right away with bad news. Right away. It's always bad. There's never nothing good. Because bad news sell. And I'm coming back to saying, like, you know, people laugh at me for selling my books, but I'm telling my side of the story. I'm telling the way I see the world. You know, but we don't have that. We don't have that right now. Like Claude Anderson was saying, black people need an economical base first. And with the economical base, you could go into politics. But you got to get politicians that stick. But politics is something for something. You just can't get people. You just can't put people in office and expect them to do something for you without making them make a promise first. They may break their promise. They may not. But you got to have a ground to stand on, a leg to stand on. You got to start somewhere. You can't just keep voting Democrat and think that they're going to do something for you. But you can't. I don't want to get into all this, but, you know, black people, it's money first. Like I said, it's money first, then politics. And then when you got politicians on your side, you go into the court system. And from the court system, you go into media. Then you go to college education. You go to education. But I think it's better to get a trade than it is to have an education. Because with a trade, the school is not that long, and you're more inclined to find a job that you went to school for that trade for. You know, you go to college, you don't know what you're going to college for. You're taking all general classes. Then when you get out of college, you can't find a job, but you got to pay back that money that you went to college for. You heard? But back to what I was saying, you know, black people need to start writing, telling their story, and stop letting everybody. That's the thing that's why you see so much stuff like this on the internet. On like TikTok and stuff like that. Because people are telling their side of the story. But then at the same time, I guess they have it a way where, I got I don't know why I have a lot of African followers on my page. But I guess I don't know. That's the way. I forgot the word they use on the internet and how your followers find you. But I guess that's what they're using. I got a message right now about something I posted. Oh, I said I'm gonna change my rap name. My rap name is not gonna be Little Blue, and it's not gonna be Big Blue. It's gonna be Medium Blue. Cause all rappers got names like Little. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Yo, check out my book online. It's called Corner Stores in the Middle of the Plot. Don't beat your children or they'll turn out like me. And Agitation gets the dirt out. And I just give a rundown about everyday life in America and the shit, we go through. You got to tell your side of the story. Stop telling people. It's not my job to tell you how great your father was. That's an old African proverb. It's not my job to tell you how great your father was. That means you got to do it.